So today is the day for Track Attack. So for everybody who doesn't know, Track Attack is Ford Performance Racing School that trains people how to drive their cars, in this case a GT350 Mustang, and it's located at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. So I am leaving horrible Indiana right now, headed to Charlotte, gonna try to beat some storms that are headed this way, and I'll be in Charlotte in 2 hours. Sweet airport. All right, so got my backpack with all my gear, got my helmet, but the most important thing is that I've got this water bottle, in-flight bathroom. That's pretty important. Sanitize.
Are you serious?
Ding dong. That's a compliment. So apparently, if you want to fly an airplane, you need to have keys. So I'm fairly certain now that everybody hates me because I'm going out to this, and as I didn't know until just now, apparently they are car enthusiasts and they really like Mustangs, so oh well. The good news is I definitely don't need my coat here. It's about 85 degrees, so that's good. Not sure how good it's going to show up on video, but I caught him for the last minute probably. Looked like a last lap sort of thing, and they were pitting, but saw a group kind of going through the course, and then I saw another group that was on the straight, so it looked pretty sweet. This is the Embassy Suites. This is the partner hotel that they suggest that you stay in. Shockingly nice. So next time I head over to the track, check in a little early and see the group that's running right now. Man, there's no elevator music. Who has no elevator music? So they said they shut down pretty much everything in the hotel. No breakfast, no dinner, limited housekeeping, limited other staff, so it's pretty sparse. Might be the sweetest energy drink ever. High octane. Wonder if you can put that in the tank. All right, so finally made it. See the Speedway in the background. I'm told there's some pretty sweet stuff coming up in the garage over here. Oh, Shelby. That is a lot of cars. Holy cow. This has to be the largest gathering of GT500s. That looks really sick in person. I probably wouldn't have done the green, but wow, that looks good. That's some serious bremboage right there. Oh, that's nice. A Shelby F-150. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Because they give it to us, they sponsor us.
Oh, no kidding.
But they have no issues with it. I noticed the new cars even had that, so you guys just got a list of shit you do to these things.
I'll show you the checklist. It's 2 days to get one
Ready to
to
go.
this, yeah. So pull the plastic here, and then the inner panels on both sides come out.
Yep.
They'll come out the trunk to make it easier. When you get that out, pull the seat belts loose, and there's a wiring harness that runs
All right, so quick recap. That was really sweet. So a friend of mine from Indy was here, and he kind of did the 2-day thing and like talked to the mechanics and whatever. He's like, dude, let's just go talk to the mechanics. So we went and just talked to all the mechanics, 2 in particular. Awesome guys, everything I've ever wanted to know about the car. They filled in all the blanks for me. One of the big things they said is issue a lot of flapper valves on the exhaust will get stuck. They see those getting stuck a lot, so they recommend that if that happens, hit it with a hammer or screwdriver and put some like liquid wrench or something on it. That should get rid of that problem. And then there's just a few other little things. Pretty sweet so far. So back at the hotel, it was pretty cool. So we had a great dinner. Brisket was awesome. We did like a full intro, what to expect tomorrow, kind of the history of the Ford Performance School and where they started and kind of where they're going with the GT500, that sort of stuff. Let's see what else. So we start tomorrow morning at 7:30 and go till 5. So day 2 of the track attack, really it's day 1. So it's our actual track attack day. I don't know how anybody could possibly sleep before this because, well, I mean, it's so freaking exciting. But what I will say is there's like 5 people in this hotel total. I mean, maybe it's an exaggeration, but there's like 10 cars in the parking lot. It's like freaking nothing. Some stuff from yesterday, they were stressing that they plan to stay open as long as they possibly can until they're mandated to stop by the governor or by the president. So they plan to stay open, but so as of last night, California just decided to quarantine everybody. So who knows when the rest of the country is going to do the same.
Granted, this is for the morning, but this is about the time when you start seeing the liquor.
So we're going to get you this nice suit. It's going to be very slimming, black. It's very good.
Freshly dry cleaned, I heard.
That's it. And we treat all the helmets every night. So
brand new helmets. So this is the classroom of our Hans devices. We are all spaced at a very socially responsible distance of 6 feet 2 inches.
we have a photographer. Joe's going to be around with us all day. He's going to take 300 or 400 pictures of you. Non-driving guests, we're glad you're here. We've given you helmets. We're going to let you take a demo ride with an instructor at the end of the day. Throughout the day, it's not a lot of you can do in-car, but you can be in the same area and watch all the exercises and sit in on class. And physics is physics, always has a counter reaction. What's happening to my rear tires?
Been in this business for over 30 years. My dad got me involved when he was a drag racer. My mom's water broke at the race shop, so I literally was born in motorsports.
Hey, let me ask you, do you sing the wheels on the bus as we're driving?
Man, I get this sucker on 2 wheels, man.
Oh, sweet.
Get everybody. Photo.
Wow. They put your name on the windshield. That's pretty sweet.
You'll slip that Hans device behind your neck, not over your ears.
Okay, so as part of that, we got plugged into the electronics with this right here. And now I can hear them, and there's a hookup in the back over here, and so we can hear them car to car.
Love me when love me when love me when love me. Oh, I need someone to love me. Oh, I need someone to love me. Oh, I need someone to love me. Oh, I need someone.
All right, so this time, did you get ABS last time?
Yeah.
This time we want to go just shy of it, called threshold braking. So push as hard as you can until you get right at that point. If you go too far, that's okay. All you have to do is relax the thigh muscle and just pivot at the angle.
Okay. ABS. So what I want you to do as soon as you hear ABS, pull out a little bit.
All right, here we go. Ready?
All right, cool. All right, so that's good. We got a couple people that did some track stuff in here.
So that was a lot of fun. So we're leaving the first kind of set of the day before lunch. We were on the drag strip. We're working on, first it was braking, 70% braking, then ABS. And the whole point of that was just to show you where the limits are of the braking. Then after that, we worked on heel toe, got outside the car on the drag strip and worked on heel toe. Kind of the principle of it, and then we went back and forth and did that a few times. Then we hopped in the skid car, saw what understeer and oversteer looked like. The car broke in our second session. One of the hydraulic lines busted, so that was unfortunate. After that, we went through a little road course that was in the parking lot, and that little road course was essentially just what the different modes are like. So you start out in normal mode, and you take a couple turns, you get up to a little bit of speed, but it was all second gear. Okay, then we're gonna go to sport mode, see what sport mode looks like, and then how it kind of stiffens the suspension and the throttle feels crisper, and then you go to track mode. And then after you go to track mode and you do just 2 laps with that, then you go back to normal mode. You can really feel a difference. So that was pretty cool to go through that, and it's not like we were going for time or anything, but these guys' point was that most guys who have this car, they go into sport mode or normal, they never go into track mode, which removes 95% of the nannies. So that was really interesting to be able to see that. Now what we're going to do is we're going back, we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to go out on track. So from what I understand, it's 3 20-minute sessions. After that, we're done for the day. Now we're just driving back to our garages because it's a separate spot from where the drag strip is. So it's a little bit of a drive. I just want to say it's freaking awesome that there's a parade of Shelbys behind me. It just looks really stinking cool. I mean, you know, you're not going to get this anywhere else where there's 10 Shelbys lined up in a row, all different colors. I mean, maybe you will, but it's pretty cool to do that here. One interesting little tidbit they were telling us is right now the road that we're on is really hilly, and they were saying the reason why it's so hilly is because the track itself and this access road was built on a dump, just a trash dump. So, and you can see the trash dump behind us. Well, you might not be able to see it, but yeah, there's a trash dump behind us. All right, there is the trash dump right there. That was a lot of trash.
Nice and easy until you see a green flag again. You have to wait till you get command. All right, but if you come around that corner and there's no yellow by then, it means it's cleaned up. Get back going again.
All right, so we are now headed to do the track tour in the van, and then we're on track.
Holy crap, I didn't see that. No way.
I knew it was coming today, but man. Just showed up at the garage.
Sick.
Wow.
Turned in, connect my right front tire to my cone, and I'm modulating the throttle, maintenance throttle. Now I can roll on the throttle. Eyes up. All right, so we'll simulate that on the flyby next time, but basically you're in the middle groove.
the better the car is going to react.
I was getting a service advanced track and it stayed on, right. And then it said your mode is deselected.
Yeah,
and
go ahead and turn the car off.
So just got done with our laps with instructors. You doing one of the newer GT350s. We were in the 16 models or 17s, they're in 19s. And so you do 2 laps with them, 1.5. And I would say the speed's like 10% faster, 15% faster when we went, but really like around the oval and the NASCAR portion, that was where they went a lot faster than what we did in the twisties. So anyhow, really cool. One last look. Heading back in the vans, going back to the shop.
Program, you know, and if it worked for Mark and I, and we also have a female instructor, a couple female instructors.
We have a koozie, which
For your Diet Coke.
for my beer on the way home. Also, and it's good that you stopped stealing the chapstick. We have Ford's chapsticks in there.
And it's not used.
It's not used. If it is, it's the old guy. Anyhow, we have that, and then we also have for you a Ford Performance GT350 shirt.
Oh, how cool.
So the only people, so if you're someplace and you see someone else with the shirt, they were in a class like you.
All right, so I've been on the phone for the last 10 minutes, so I didn't get a chance to really talk about what happened. We did our little award ceremony, and then after the award ceremony, I got a ride to the airport, and yeah, so it was absolutely awesome. I mean, Track Attack is just so cool. I think if I didn't get the option for a second day, none of us did that were there today, but if I had the option, I probably would have done it because the track time was good. Although that being said, if it's $2,000 for a second day and then you're in a Mustang GT, I can do a regular track event at home for $300. So being at that track was really cool. There was never an instructor in car. It was lead follow, which is, you know, there's some good and bad with that. Sometimes nice having an instructor in car so you can get instant feedback. But besides that, it was really cool. So yeah, now I'm headed home. One of the things that I didn't get to address in the video is when I was on track in my last session, I had an issue with the car. I had to come off track. So they explained to you that when you're on track and you need to come off track for any reason because something's wrong, you put your emergency flashers on. That way the guys behind you know that there's an issue, and then also your instructor knows that there's an issue. And he could tell us like, hey, I see somebody with flashers on, go ahead and pit. I pitted. Within 1 minute, they had me out of the car, 1 more minute in another car, and I was back on. So I met them at the next lap. So it actually worked out really well. So mine was it was an advanced track problem. And so I went to go hit the brakes one time, and like the ABS was off and all kinds of lights were flashing. Also, the car was starting kind of funny. So, you know, I think it was a battery issue. It just started kind of weak, which I know there's a lot of problems with these cars that they start weak, and there's all kinds of electrical faults that go with it. So I think that was kind of part of it. Also, the mechanics told me that they put GT batteries in it. They're not AGM batteries. So, you know, maybe G-forces back and forth kind of cause them to fail faster. And they said that does happen. What else? Yeah, that's all I can think of right now. If I think of more, I'll put it on here, but it's definitely a great experience. I mean, I can't say enough good stuff about it. It was really, really cool. So.